guys.
Bryson, I'm curious with your new body and your new game. Do some of these kind of shorter Pete Dye angly courses like here and Harbor Town, do they feel almost like, do you feel cramped in?
Cramped in's not the right word. I think dialed back is the right word for me. I have to be in certain areas. 16 is one of the examples. It's not where I have to dial back. I can go at it pretty hard, and lucky enough to have 9-iron in there today. But for the most part, it's position golf. And a year and a half, 2 years ago, I loved position golf. That was one of my favorite golf courses. Pete Dye was my favorite architect from that sense, where he just made it where you got to be position A and hit it on the green, hit it close. Wasn't a bomber's paradise, but now I'm kind of liking a bomber's paradise a little bit more. But I will say it definitely tests every aspect of your game out here, and you have to be on point. My iron play was a lot better today than last week. Driving was about the same, a little bit better. I felt a lot more comfortable off the tee. And putted pretty decent. Not great, but great. Good enough, I guess you could say.
And then you look like you and Tim were discussing the club selection on 18. Was there ever a thought of letting the big dog eat there?
Yeah, if you pull it, you re-teeing. That's one of those things where I could hit 4-iron out there all day long and hit 8-iron in and be okay. That back flag even, So it's a great strategy. I saw Tiger hit iron off the tee a couple years ago, and he's done pretty well here, and I'd follow what he's doing.
Bryson, what was your reaction when they told you about the internal OB on 18?
Yeah, I understand it. I probably shouldn't have said anything. Knowing that now I won't I won't ever say any lines that I'm taking anymore. But that's okay. I mean, I understand it. I've got no issues with it. I understand why, from a safety precaution reason. Totally get it. But I'm going to keep myself a little quiet next time for lines that I'm trying to obtain.
And how many drivers did you hit today?
Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 9 drivers. I had a lot. Yeah.
100%?
What?
You hit any 100%?
Oh, no. Can't.
Not even 16?
No. I mean, if I hit it as hard as I want to, I'm hitting it in the water. So.
You used the driver 9 times today, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you look at the layout of this course, is it tough to resist the urge to be aggressive? Because sometimes you do have to do that.
Yeah, no, it tells me what to do. The golf course is always telling me each and every day what I need to do to get it close to the hole or in the fairway. It really dictates what we do. I listen a lot to the golf course. It's funny enough I say that. People think, it's just stats and statistics, but it's really a game time decision with the wind for the most part, most of the time.
Bryson, you played with DJ a lot since he's been number one. Now when you play with him, do you measure yourself against him as you're rising up in the world rankings?
By height? No, I'm kidding, because he's a lot taller. No, I'm kidding. No, I would say for the most part, I look at some facets of his game and go, how can I improve and be like that? Mm-hmm. And there's some parts where I feel like I'm a little bit better. But for the most part, he plays golf in a manner that allows him to win most consistently, and that's hopefully what I'm starting to do. And anything I can learn from DJ is greatly appreciated and taken note of as well out there.
When you came to the first tee today, did it kind of feel normal when you looked at, I mean, it's pretty easy. Even though it was only 20% capacity, it seemed like 60% of the fans were there.
Uh-huh. It definitely felt a lot more normal, which is great. I love seeing the fans out. I love interacting with them, and obviously there's ones that get a little rowdy sometimes, but it's fun. I think it's part of the great atmosphere that we live in and play under, and it's great having them cheer me on.
Couple more guys. Bryson, I think since Sunday you've either lost weight or gotten a bigger shirt.
This is a bigger shirt, unfortunately. We're working on.
Not what you want.
No. Well, they just need to tighten in the sides.
Okay. What size shirt is that?
It's an XL.
Oh.
It's an XL. I have lost weight though, for sure. Probably lost 12 pounds since I started 4 weeks ago.
Right.
So.
Thank you.
All right, Brendan, finish up.
On the fans, you had a year where you're able to make your decisions in relative peace and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
18.
I'd have been able to hit down number 9.
yeah. And on 18, 18, your club selection gets a reaction and things like that. Like what kind of adjustment is that? Is that something you have to be able to
it's a psychological,
retrain yourself?
Oh, for sure. You got to block it out. I was talking to a few people. It takes some gusto to be able to pull a 4-iron out when they all want you to go for it. Because if you hit it in the water, they're going to be pretty mad at you, or even in the rough. So, I'm sure they'll be doing that the next few days, and I just got to hit 4-iron down there in the middle of the fairway, and if I don't, I can still chip something up to the front edge and make par.
And just year over year, with your major championship, with you kind of become, changing the game in a lot of ways, are you feeling a different reaction when you just walk around as opposed to previous times?
Absolutely is different, and my team is having to learn how to handle it. It's a different task, and I'm okay with it. I love it. I appreciate it, and this is what comes with the territory. And honestly, if anything, it matures me even more as time goes on. So I'm happy that I have this opportunity, and hopefully I can keep doing it in the best way possible for the fans of golf and for the game of golf.
Great. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
What
you.
was the iron on 18 that you hit?
8-iron, 4-iron, 8-iron. Yeah.
4-iron. Thank you.